As for our next paddle, we're going to be checking out the C4 Waterman carbon fiber paddle. Now this one, in contrast to the Surf Tech Venture, is a much lighter paddle. By featuring primarily carbon fiber, they're able to keep the weight pretty far down, but keep that structural integrity to make this paddle worthwhile. The shaft itself is a pretty oval design. It gives your hand a good grip, which seems nice and firm. The paddle itself will develop some flex memory over time, so it'll customize itself to your paddling style. Now let's go check out the blade down here. First thing you might notice in contrast to that Venture is that the actual design of this blade keeps it slimmer through the joint. While the Venture gets nice and wide, this one keeps it pretty slim to avoid banging into the rail of your board. This keeps the paddle in a little bit nicer condition, as well as not scraping up your board. The paddle is an 8.5 inch paddle that allows you to get a good amount of power through your stroke while cutting through the water nice and easily. It's also got a good angle to keep that power through a lot of the stroke. This paddle is also fully carbon fiber to keep it nice and stiff. Now as we go down to the handle, this one's got a little bit different shape to it. This handle kind of fits nicely in the palm of your hand. It really fills it up. That way it gives you a good grip while not overexerting yourself. It still gives a good amount of control over the angle of the paddle, but maybe not quite as good as that T handle. This one's also nicely carbon fiber, so it's super duper light, and it's kind of removable, so you can kind of set this in with some resin, or you can set it in there with some tape if you want to kind of take it off and play with it a little bit. This paddle is much lighter than the two, while still offering that flexibility. The price is a little farther up there, but if you're a more serious paddleboarder that plans on being on the water for a long time, definitely worth the investment.